Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am from Group 7, wanted to present political articles, and my group consisted of myself, and actually there were two groups. But because one of them did not want to participate in the group as a segment, automatically I made it myself. Discussion 1. Introduction. In developing countries such as America and many countries in Europe, competition for voters in elections is considered a good alternative to determine the figure of a political leader who has responsibility for his voters. The figure selection in question includes the legislative candidates that have been determined by political parties in the battle to win the votes. However, the condition and reality of election in developed countries are slightly different from the election situation in Indonesia. In several election periods in Indonesia, the situation was different where people were apathetic toward the party and its legislative candidates. The emergence of the community apathy was caused because in general the party and legislative candidates did not really work for the good and welfare of their people. And this it will result in a decrease in the level of public confidence in the existing political condition, resulting in a crisis of high confidence by the community, which result in ignorance and does not even participate in the election. To overcome the matter he is referring to the theory and study of sociopolitical science, and this thing has have several main functions, including as a means of political communication, socialization, recruitment of members, and the arrangement of strategies for winning parties in various political events. Discussion 2. Literature Review. Reacting to the Democratic Party of the general election that held on April 9, 2014, based on data released by the General Election Commission (KPU) of the Republic of Indonesia. At least 15 political parties participating in the election, consisting 12 national party and 3 local party participated in the fight for legislative seat at the district or city, provincial and central national level, referring to the conduct of general election in 2014 in the Dharmasraya district of West Sumatra province. It turned out that the level of voters who gave their voting rights to the general election could be categorized as very high. Based on data released by the 2014 Dharmasraya Regency General Election Commission or KPU, it was explained that in general the percentage of community voting right in the legislative, presidential, and vice presidential election reached for reached 73.47. The high percentage indicates that enthusiasm for choosing the community is quite high in Dharmasraya Regency, and the success factor in this politics that is in Dharmasraya into makes voters as subjects and not as subject become a politic object. Discussion 3 Method. The research was conducted in the district of Dharmasraya, West Sumatra Province. The study used a qualitative method with a case study approach, case recognition study. According to Yin and Sugiono, the use of research with a case study approach will be able to help a researcher understand the problem studied in more detail and complex. All data was taken through in-depth interview to 10 informants consisting of administrators of political parties, legislative members, political observers, and the public. Discussion 4 Finding and discussion. Based on the result of interview with all informants, the overall result of the study found four important themes. The four important themes are related to the strengths and carried off by political parties in winning legislative elections. The four themes are first, all utilizing the influence of party leader. Second, socialization of legislative candidates through print and electronic media. Third, pursuing self-sufficiency by legislative candidates. And fourth, direct socialization of candidates for the legislature to the public. Discussion 5 Conclusion Conclusion The political marketing approach. Political marketing is a marketing method that is applied in political campaigns. This method has provided a tool to help communicators design effective campaigns programs so as to get a significant vote in the election, especially the winning voters for legislative candidates. Therefore, political marketing cannot be seen only during the campaign period. Political parties must constitutionally pay attention to accommodate and channel the aspirations of the people, where parties and legislative candidates continue to carry out long-term and continuous political campaigns because the aim of political Marketing in general is to make voters the subject and not as political object. Closing. Closing. That is my presentation which I gave to the listeners. Hopefully, the knowledge will be useful for all of us and can make us much better than today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.